Bracketology presented by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, breaking down the 2023 Texas High School Football Playoff brackets. I am Greg Tepper. This is 3A Division I, which has a two-time defending state champ that nobody's talking about. And that, I think, makes this all the more interesting because I think you've got, and you can't say this, I think, about every bracket, I think you have legit state championship contenders in every region. All four of them. And it's just going to be a matter of who comes out and how they match up in semifinals. It's what's going to be really interesting no matter what region you're paying attention to. We start up here in Region 1. Up here in Region 1, all eyes are going to be on Brock. The Eagles, the champions of District 4, have looked very good after a brutal non-district schedule where they really paid their dues, but they are peaking at the right time, which is vintage Brock. I think they are the clear favorite down here. They could see a team like Clyde in the regional semifinals. Now, Clyde is an interesting squad that I think I want to see how that late season loss, what that does to them. Does it cause them to crumble or does it cause them to kind of come together? I'm very interested in Clyde. Up here, the top half of the bracket, I'm very into Paradise, Jim Ned, and Bushland. Those are the three teams that I really have my eye on. I think a second round matchup between Bushland and Jim Ned could be very interesting, although Whitesboro will have something to say about that. Paradise as well is a team to keep an eye on. Their one loss in the year, I believe, is to Brock. Keep an eye on Paradise, a team that would love another shot at the Eagles. But I think that Brock, the reigning state runner-up from a year ago, is probably your favorite here. Over to Region 2. Region 2, if you like speed and you like offensive firepower, this is the bracket for you. Winsboro with quarterback Kyler Finney, absolutely spectacular. I think they're the favorite of that top half of the bracket. Over here, this little like kind of quartet here between Tatum, Commerce, Whitney, and Grosbeck. I mean, flip a coin. Any of these teams are dangerous. Commerce won in Week 11 to get into the playoffs, and that is a team brimming with confidence right now. Bottom half of the bracket is particularly intriguing as well. You've got Grandview, the champions of District 7. They do have a loss on the year. That loss is to Malakoff. And because Pottsboro lost in Week 11 to Mount Vernon, that dropped them to the third seed, where now they have to play a team from way out east in Jefferson and then get Grandview potentially in an area round. It's a tough draw there for Pottsboro, but the team that I want to circle here is Malakoff. The Tigers, the speed they've got is absolutely outstanding, and their defense has been lights out. Keep an eye on Malakoff, probably the team to beat in Region 2. Over to Region 3. Region 3 has the two-time defending champ that nobody's talking about in the Franklin Lions. Remember them? They did not win their region. That was Lorena. We'll talk about them in a moment. But they, I think, got a pretty decent draw overall. They're probably the favorite of these four teams, although I think Kirbyville, the champions of District 10, will have something to say about that. But then up here, you've got a team like Hitchcock. Hitchcock is a team that's very dangerous, a team that we are big believers here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. The skill talent they've got is off the charts. How healthy are they? That's the real question for Hitchcock, especially if they get a second-round match with Diboll. And do not sleep on Little River Academy. That is a dangerous Bumblebee squad. Bottom half of the bracket, you've got, I think, the favorite out of Region 3, and that's the Columbus Cardinals. Coach Matt Schobel's squad is spectacular everywhere you look with Adam Schobel at the quarterback spot. They have tons of playmakers. Tyvon Whitehead, their running back, has been outstanding, and they're so good up front. They're going to be a challenge for anybody. I think they're the favorite down here in the bottom half of the bracket, where they could see a team like Lorena, which is getting better as the season goes on. They're getting healthier. Jaden Porter, their star wide receiver, is back. East Chambers is another team to keep an eye on as well. So again, Region 3, you've got the two-time defending champ, but I think there's reason to believe that there are other teams that can knock them off this year. Over to Region 4. Region 4, yeah, I mean, what do you make of this, right? Do you go with Jourdanton, freshly into the top 10 in Dave Campbell's Texas Football, a team whose offense has been absolutely outstanding, but I think they are a lot better than their district. How tested are they? Or do you go to a district that I think is a little bit deeper, like District 13? Universal City Randolph, the champions there. Blanco, a team that whose one of their losses in district play is only to Universal City Randolph. This is a really intriguing region. I think Goliad is a team that nobody's talking about, but champions of District 15 are a team to keep an eye on. San Diego as well from down there in South Texas. Keep an eye on them. Jourdanton, Edna second round matchup, probably for your, in my opinion, probably for the pole position in Region 4. This is a huge matchup, Jourdanton and Edna, because Edna, of course, the state finalist or the state semifinals from a year ago. Keep an eye on Region 4. Overall, when you take a look at 3A Division 1, again, contenders here, Brock, maybe a team like Paradise if they get past them, maybe a team like Clyde, Bushland, Gymnet. Down here, plenty of contenders, right? Malakoff, Mount Vernon, Winsboro, Grandview, Pottsboro or Jefferson. Tons of contenders here. Tatum as well. Contenders here, right? Tons of speed, specifically District 13, District 11, District 12 with Columbus and Hitchcock, or Lorena and Franklin. A ton to like about this region. And down here, Jourdanton, I think their offense is going to keep them in a lot of games. Edna has proven they can play at the highest levels. Goliad, a team people are forgetting about. Region 3A Division 1 feels wide open, and there's going to be a team that's hoisting some hardware at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. No matter who it is, we'll have you covered every step of the way at TexasFootball.com.